Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Mindful Monday. If it's your first time joining us, feel free to type anything you'd like in the comments about where you're coming from, questions, possible topics you'd like to hear covered in the future. And as well, first time, you can type the word mindful after the broadcast. I'll come back and put a link that you can follow, which will give you a free PDF each week. It's called our weekly Mindful Monday cheat sheets, which is bullet points of whatever we cover. It comes out Sundays at 6:45 through your email, of course. And as well, you will get a free hypnotic recording on releasing limiting beliefs that I created. So today we are here to talk about 10 tips to help you reach your goals or intentions in the new year, because it is still relatively a new year, but these are useful at any time of the year, really. So they're kind of personal development goals, and I kind of enjoy utilizing these little, or skills I should say, utilizing these little skills and tools, if you will. So the first one is to really speak to people you admire. Ask them for their advice on whatever qualities that they do have that you want more of. You learn by asking questions, of course. And or, of course, if your idol is Tony Robbins and you don't have access to him, then you could do it the NLP way and use him as a role model and step into being more like the qualities that you want from, or like him, using hypnotic mental rehearsal, which is an NLP technique. And we did cover that in a previous Mindful Monday, but if you don't have the access to that one, just drop me a comment and I'll put the link in for that as well. Number 2 is spend time creating new positive habits, particularly micro habits that are in alignment with what you do want. So often we focus on the things that we don't want, or we have this broad overall thing that, oh, I want this, but we need to kind of chunk it down, break it down, if you will. So for instance, if your goal is to get more exercise or lose a little bit of weight, you could march in place while you're brushing your teeth, as my friend Karen Han always says. Or you could do, say, 2 push-ups or a couple of sun salutations if you're a yogi every single time you use your restroom. So these little micro habits. So what you're doing is you're linking the habits that you do want more of that'll create the change or the shift to get to your goals, and you're linking them or associating them with things that you already automatically do. So it becomes a habit, and you want to make these things kind of micro or tiny, if you will, at first, because that allows you to be successful at doing them even when you're tired or you don't feel like it, kind of thing. So if that makes sense, it's very useful. Number 3 is to surround yourself with positive people who have similar goals and values to you. So they say in life that the 5 people that you're closest to or you spend the most time with are the people who kind of influence you the most. You'll be the most like them. So make sure these 5 people in your closest circle are, who you want them or need them to be, if that makes sense. And if not, broaden your circle. It doesn't mean you have to eliminate people. It means you can spend time with some more people as well. Number 4 is to strengthen your emotional and mental health by stepping outside of your comfort zone. So not avoiding things. This is going to help you to build resilience and confidence, which you'll project onto everything that you do in life. And it's a great practice of being open to new things as well. And so next we have tapping into wisdom every day. So I'm an avid reader, so this comes easily to me. So you could certainly read a book. I know a lot of people don't even have time to read anymore. So you could listen to a podcast or an audiobook, or maybe watch a YouTube video. And even playing, a strategy game is going to get your mental juices kind of flowing, if you will. But there's also little tiny things that you can do, like a word a day calendar or something like that, just to kind of learn or experience something new and challenge yourself every day mentally is a great thing. Number 6, we have to get others' perspectives. Ask for feedback and be open to not only the praise, but also the constructive criticism. So of course we all want to be praised and get a pat on the back, oh good job kind of thing, yet asking for honest feedback lets others see your confidence, your willingness to learn and to grow, and it can be quite useful to you as well. It can enlighten you on things that you didn't really realize were going on, if that makes sense. Now, number 7 is know that your environment really does impact your mood. So create an inspirational area where you spend most of your time, particularly if it's like your work time, and especially if you work from home, you can really go at this. So you want to make sure that your workplace, or if you're just, doing a place that you spend a lot of time in, you want to make sure that it's neat and clean so that you can function well there. If it's work, so you can go right to work when you're ready to do so. But you also want to be able to enjoy this space. So perhaps you have a favorite picture or a painting or a poem that you'd like to look at or read. You can hang that on the wall kind of thing. Or maybe you have a cozy blanket or a nice little neck pillow on your chair in your space that kind of makes you feel cozy and at home. Other things you can do is if you're into essential oils, you can have those oils nearby to rub on your wrist. If you're around other people, go lightly, of course, or diffuse if you're in your own kind of space. So that just can create that kind of correct headspace that you need to kind of get into what it is you're doing and get your flow started for the day. And then number 8, we have when it is necessary to deal with others who are difficult, who we feel are difficult, I should say, or who we feel are draining. Pause there and take a few of those deep breaths. Say something kind to yourself, like relax now, or you've got this. And then make sure that you remain calm and centered as you speak or interact with these people, because the most flexible person in the room is the person who controls the room, according to NLP presuppositions. So you want to make sure that you're not emotional or, projecting things, and that way you can then pace and lead others from this open, flexible space into where you want or need them to be. So grounding, centering, calming beforehand, and then focusing on what you do want and pacing leading into that. Number 9, we have when you find yourself struggling in any way or kind of losing focus, whatever it is, ask yourself, what's beneath this? So you can continue doing this. You can journal it, or you can say, and what's beneath this? And what's beneath this? So I can't focus. Well, what's beneath this? Well, I'm feeling a little tired. What's beneath this? So I don't know, something's bugging me. So you keep going until you get to the core kind of thing. And so getting to the core thing of what might be holding you back can show you a limiting belief, or it can give you some time to kind of explore what's going on behind the scenes if you have any kind of limiting beliefs, blockages, etc., etc. And NLP and hypnosis are really great tools for this as well. And then finally, number 10, we have to create a gratitudes, brags, and desires list every night before bed. Now, of course, you could do this in the morning or some other time as well. I typically like to do these kind of things at night because your subconscious mind never sleeps, so it's going to process what you put into it last, typically, while you're sleeping. So I like to put something positive in. But basically, this doesn't even have to be a long journal entry. It can be done verbally. If you have a friend or a partner, you can talk it out kind of thing, and it can go pretty quick. So basically, it's simply listing 3 things that you're grateful for today or in general, 3 things that you're proud of yourself for accomplishing in the day or in general again, and then 3 things that you do desire, as in goals that you're aiming for. So it's a really lovely way to kind of program your mind as you're going to sleep, like I said, but you could use it any time of day. And then I created also a list of 10 questions that are great to journal upon related to this topic, but they're also great conversation starters too. And bonus points for using them on any of those difficult people too. So number 1 is, what one small step can you take right now? Number 2 is, what one thing can you do this week to help improve your life? Number 3, what one thing did you do last week to improve your life? Number 4, what result or results do you want to achieve? And 5, what would you like to do more of? 6, when did you experience joy this week? And 7, who are you? Describe yourself in detail. And 8, who has achieved similar goals to you, and what can you learn from them? 9, what will making this change bring you or do for you? And then finally, number 10, what has kept you from already achieving your intention or goal? So interesting, right? So this has been a great Mindful Monday for you. For me, I hope it's been a great Mindful Monday for you as well. And take care. See you soon.